Hello and welcome to another update video about Bonk. Yeah, so there are a few coins that are not really affected by Bitcoin's sell-off today. One of them is Dog with Hat, for example, one of the coins I'm covering not on YouTube, but only in our gold membership. Then Arrow, for example, one of the coins that I covered in yesterday's member live stream. Arrow as well, not really affected by the sell-off. Rune, somewhat affected, but still holding its pattern well. And Bonk is not affected at all, actually pushing here to new local highs today. And support is still holding, but hasn't even been tested yet. So pretty much we only have a 3-wave rally from the recent low here that formed in September, 6th of September. That was our low in wave 4. And I think we could be in this larger 5th wave to the upside, right? I'm talking not about this here. I'm talking about the larger 5th wave, which is up there somewhere, where we could take the price into, well, price regions around, it's so weird to read this because of all these zeros, but 930378 plus, for example. Okay, so it's from where we are now, possibly even a 300% increase roughly. It could go higher. Let's first see if it can actually hold a wave 2 pullback. Yeah, here, this one. After forming 5 waves up. We haven't even got 5 waves up, so that's still outstanding. Green candles, all good, you know, everything, but it doesn't really help us because we need 5 waves. But at the moment, all I can do is to highlight support, which pretty much unaffected from the last update that I sent through earlier today on Discord. So support is currently 188,577. That's the golden ratio, 61.8 retracement. Even though ideally in any pullback it's holding 199,524, which is the 50% retracement. So this is the key support normally for a 4th wave. In any diagonal pattern, which this could be, we want to allow it to go down to the golden ratio level if it really has to, but ideally it's actually holding the 50% fib level. Okay, so this is the support region, but it seems to be extending in the third. It still seems to be extending in the 3rd wave. And it would require a break below the Monday low, okay, at 223, 224, minimally, to indicate that a top of sorts is in place. Until we break below that last swing low here, we don't even need to talk about that a top is in place, okay? So for now, we are still pushing higher. The price reacted here to the next fib levels, but we haven't really seen a substantial pullback or rejection. So what I can do, which is all I can do really at the moment, is to highlight there is no sign of a top in place, but we can define the next Fibonacci levels that could act as resistance. So we're dealing with the 3.382 extension and the 3.618 extension. We even pushed above the previous high. I mean, from a structural point of view, let's zoom out a little bit. Let's add the VRVP onto the chart. If we get it here, does it show? Why does it not? I think it doesn't show on this chart, does it? No, we don't get the volume data on this chart. But we could check, for example, the Coinbase chart. It just gives us some volume data. There you go. And it helps us to understand where the point of control is. We're above the point of control, and you see historical volume. It's decreasing, so resistance rather reduces as we go higher. So there isn't really any major spike. We've already broken above it, which was here around 2300. But the next, okay, so the next, if I zoom in a little bit, we get a little bit more of a detailed assessment here and profile. So 2630 could be next resistance from a volume point of view, historical volume and structural resistance, and then here around 2840. So 2630, 2840 are the next spikes. And let's go back to the previous chart, because this is where we have the Elliott wave count. Sorry, I just need to go back. There you go. And does that align at all with one of the Fibonacci levels? So we have here 271, 240. Okay, so that's the next resistance. And then 281, 840. So these are the next Fibonacci resistances. As we go higher, I would have to adjust the micro support region. And it really requires a 5-wave pattern to really say that a low has formed here. I'm not talking about a local low, I'm talking about a substantial low in this larger degree wave 4. This is only a corrective rally at the moment. I need to see another 4-5 pattern, a healthy 4th wave and a 5th wave to the upside to form, to form circle 1. Then we can add wave 2 support for circle 2 and expect and expect actually support to hold. At the moment, we cannot expect support to hold. We can only expect support to hold if we really have an impulsive move up, which would require a 5-wave pattern. But so far, I think the next resistances are clear. If we get a pullback in wave 4, it might be an opportunity to trade wave 5, or waiting for all 5 waves to be completed to then trade the pullback in wave 2 before we go up further. And I will move all of this here to the side a little bit. It's a relentless exercise because time moves on, but sometimes prices don't move much. But yeah, this is sort of the third wave that, you know, it's usually interesting to be in the market for. Yeah, that's normally the biggest move. But we have to see how this all subdivides. Bonk likes to extend third waves. I think I talked about that in yesterday's video. So that's the update about Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.